Welcome to Foglight Video Solutions. This video is an introduction on how to create rules for performance counters. My name is John Sakalauskas. I'm a technical product specialist for the Foglight product. This video provides an introduction on how to create a rule for a performance counter. These steps are applicable to SQL Server database agents. For a detailed explanation of how to monitor performance counters, please refer to Knowledge Base article 104853. For more information on where user-defined performance counter data can be found in the Foglight database topology, please review Knowledge Base article 331462. To begin, log into the Foglight console. In this example, we will first briefly create a Windows performance counter for a SQL Server agent. Access the Database Agent Administration panel by selecting the agent and clicking Settings and Administration from the Global View dashboard. Click the Performance Counter menu item. At the bottom of the panel, click the Add Counters button. A pop-up will appear to retrieve the list of performance counters from the Windows operating system. In this example, let's select the Win32, Perf Raw Data, MS SQL Server, SQL Server Databases object. This object has metrics for the default SQL Server instance. Choose the data file's size KB counter, set the counter to kilobytes, and select the underscore total instance value. This will provide the total size for the entire instance. Click the Add button and the Close button. Then press the Save Changes button. Next, let's return to the database's dashboard. Choose the same SQL Server database agent and drill down into the Performance Counters page under the User-Defined menu item. It may take a moment and to refresh the page for the counter to appear. Currently, the total size of the data files is a bit over 540 megabytes. Let's add an additional database that's 1 gigabyte in size, and after a few minutes, we can see the metrics reflecting this change. Now, let's review the actual data collected by the agent. Let's switch to the Extra view if it's not already showing, and navigate to Configuration Data. Expand Administration, Management Server, All Data, DBSS Data Model, Clusters, the agent name, Instances, User Def perfmon counters. Then select perf kilobytes because the counter we used was kilobytes, and value. Here the value of the metrics and the times collected are displayed. Now, let's briefly create a new rule to check the total data file size for all of the SQL Server databases on the instance. This rule will be a very basic demonstration of the functionality. Navigate to Administration, Rules and Notifications, Create Rule. Add a rule name and description. For this rule, we'll keep it as data-driven and a multiple severity rule because if an alarm is created by a multiple severity rule, it will be cleared by the system when severity returns to normal, or if the user clears the alarm. If an alarm is created by a simple rule, user intervention is required to clear the alarm. Let's add the topology type next into the rule scope and verify it. Choose the SQL Server cartridge and the DBSS perfmon status kilobyte topology and validate the rule scope. The test results pass, so let's click the Next button. Let's configure this rule to send a warning alarm by enabling the warning condition, adding some rule logic to check if the size is over 1 million, and then including alarm message. In the alarm message, we will add variables that are configured in the Severity Level Variables tab to include the total size of the data files. Once this panel is complete, click the Next button. The next three panels allow the user to define a blackout and effect a schedule, trigger the rule based on number of evaluations, and define rule variables. In the Define Rule Variables panel, the user can also add customizations such as the email message to be sent out when the alarm fires. For this video, however, let's just save the new rule. The new rule is shown, and since this rule is a user-created rule, it will not be associated with a cartridge in the Rules Management panel. Next, let's navigate to the Databases dashboard. Once again, let's go into the Performance Counters panel for the agent. This will cause the collection to be rerun. The collection is run, and we return to the Databases dashboard. The alarm is fired, and the alarm pop-up can be viewed. In this video, we walk through how rules and alarms can be created to use SQL Server Performance Counters. To learn more about Foglight for databases, visit us at support.quest.com. For quick support questions, follow us at Quest Experts on Twitter.